dog. But I don't have this. What's this one? This one is Redding, California. Is where my story didn't begin in Redding. Why do I wear this? Because I'm easily influenced. Because I'm mutable. I'm mostly mutable. So I'm like, no, okay, I'll go ahead and try it their way. I'll try it anybody's way just to see, okay, because their way might be better than any way I could come up with. Then I try their way and I'm like, oh man, Marge, don't get mad at yourself for trying their way because their way was dumb. There's a lot of loss in life. I had a weird thing happen. I don't believe that the world, the planet Earth is the big or is what we're told it is. I think because I think the Earth is just like a woo woo. It's just all woo woo. Like if you have a room full of people, 20 people, right? And they're all in agreement that the Earth is flat, then the Earth is flat, right? Based on these 20 people and their beliefs. And then you have another room, 20 people that believe that it's a globe. Then it's it's whatever people believe in, and they can't verify it any other way. But they paid themselves to say, this is how it is. And then they take that money that they paid themselves and buy Viagra so they can be more of a man. But what men do? What do men do? The impressions that I had when I was a little girl, men were the providers. You don't go to work, you're a woman. You stay in the kitchen, do the laundry, make sure that the house is nice and tidy. So when the men come home from minning, he don't gotta worry about nothing. What happened was I went and worked in a lot of those male-dominated industries, and the secret's out. They were working very hard while the moms at home were. They were. Dudes in the military, yeah, they work hard sometimes. But never really consistent. People that work hard are supposed to be better versions of themselves. They're not supposed to be so sickly and unhealthy. It wasn't always like this. It wasn't like this fucking 15, 20, 30 years ago. But since their narrative has changed, then the rest of us this is how the rest of us, I just got to accept how it is because this is how stupid cousins want it. So here we are, and just gleefully, blindly just go along with all the bullshit on planet Earth. So the world isn't as big as I think it is. So there's this dude that came across my FYP that died. My day's good. Hope yours is good too. He was like, I don't think you... But this is the weird thing. I'm like, this guy looks familiar to me. And so I'm scrolling through and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I know his ex-girlfriend. I've done YouTube videos 7 years, so I run across a lot of people's path, or I have, not a lot, but some people's paths. And Jessica was one of the people, like, she sent me seeds so I could grow seeds in my garden and stuff like that. And I sent her a care package too. But see, that's what happens. She has the spirits. She has the obsession of craving that I try to tell people you got to be careful of. Alcohol, man, it's a fucking killer. So this dude, what did he call himself? What did he call himself? He called himself named after something else. Because creativity ain't a thing in America. King Cobra. Yeah, just this chick that I used to I don't know her. No, I know she's a Gemini, and I have soft spots in my heart for Gemini. But an imbalanced any sign is toxic, as we see in America now. Like when people are allowed to do whatever they want, it's fucking toxic. human beings aren't allowed to do whatever they want. I mean, like that's why they have guidance. That's why they have rules. But what happened here is you have too many control freaks that want to control people. So it's not a matter of doing things, regulating people for their safety. It's regulating them for control. And if you break that rule, then you're gonna go be put in a box where the state will allocate $107,000. They'll say, we need $107,000 to take care of each inmate that's incarcerated. So we need to, so give us that money so we can, and then they don't take care of them. The whole planet is crumbling because people got paid for work they didn't do. They didn't have any integrity. So I tried to reach out to that Jessica chick to see how she's doing with all this. You know what? But I think I don't know. Last I saw, like, she's 40. She lives at home, like, toxic. I just want people to know that they don't have to live that way. You don't have to live that way. So homeboy's dead because he drank too much and fucking ate like shit. Dude, like, I couldn't even watch, like, some of the things that he came up with. It's just like, it just takes the spirit out of people. And now he's sad. His dad is all sad because, you know, and evidently the guy just, like, that was his whole thing, is people fucking picked on him on the internet. Like, people were shitty to him, and now all these people are sad that he's gone. And it's just like, you don't really care because you were shitty to the kid. You're like that other block kid, that other autistic kid. I'm glad I didn't get snatched up by no fucking disingenuous handlers, you know. Because I'm easily, I'll just be nice to me. I'll do whatever you want. That's how I used to be, you know. Like, and I see these people that just want to be accepted. That's why gangs exist. Because people just want people to be nice to them. And then, what a weird thing to get jumped into a gang. Like, we're gonna kick your ass and then we're gonna take care of you. It's kind of like the upbringing that I had. So what did I call today's talk? I had a point to all this. I feel like shit today. I feel terrible because the collective, the sum of all parts is low. And so for any of those people that are like manic and all high and stuff like that, they're feeding off the fucking low vibes right now. And parasites like that, I don't want to know. Like, I go to the store this morning, and I like to hand out stickers to people. This is kind of my shtick. This is my vision is this is how I sell this stuff, and then I earn money to make places for people to go when the elements are trying to kill them. Because there's a lot of people that don't have a place to go, you know, just like ride out the storm kind of thing, where they can do laundry, cook a meal, like act like a person, because the world treats them like fucking animals. You know, that Jesus Christ guy said to do to people, like take care of people, right? I've been taking care of people my whole life. It's kind of, you know. So, anyway, I came up with this thing. I was a 9-year-old girl. But nobody wants to support. I see people on social media all day. People say, thank you for supporting me. Fucking get wasted and shit and do stupid stuff and nothing. But people, like attracts like, and people want you to be like them. That's why, like they'll encourage you to do the thing that you don't want to do, because they can't stop doing that thing that they want to stop. So they don't want to look at you and be like, well, she can stop, why can't they? Don't want to second guess themselves, question themselves, anything like that. So I got these stickers. Then I sell a t-shirt too. Straight people like rainbows too. Boop is what it says. And I'm autistic. So that's how the rainbow, I always did the rainbow ever since I was a little kid. I did it yellow, orange, red, green, blue, purple. Makes more sense in my brain. Then I get marked down at school because they say, you don't think like us. But not everybody's supposed to think the same. How are people supposed to know they're wrong if they all think alike? How is anything ever supposed to change if people just keep doing what they were always done? Heck, people genetically are changing now. There's a chick that I saw recently that she got a new kind of blood. She's the only person in the whole world. She's got this kind of blood. They don't see it. See, because we are evolving. The human species is evolving, and how you conduct yourself is gonna guide where you're gonna be in the evolution. They're talking about like genetics changing, like the kids that are being born now, they're not the same. Their bodies are different. Like I grew up, there were fruits and vegetables and stuff. Like you would eat food. I'm trying to think of when the last time it was that I ate a meal where my body opened up, my cells started dancing, because that's what food is supposed to do. It's supposed to nourish you. It's not supposed to fucking poison you. Food ain't supposed to kill you. So when I was a little girl, I didn't dream like other people did. People would grow up and they tell me, like, oh, when I grow up, I want to marry so-and-so and have babies. And the idea of doing any of that stuff was like torture to me. Like it was a life sentence that I didn't want to do. I would cry at night to myself to sleep because I didn't want to marry a man. I didn't like hairy butts. So... and my brother was mean, and so I just figured they're all mean like him. I don't want to do that. And then I watched them time and time again get drunk and beat up my mom. I've seen my mom kicked off a second-story porch. I've seen her I didn't see her get her head slammed in the car door, but I was there and have been there ever since for the after effects. Those 64 Chevy Biscayne doors, those are heavy, man. I mean, I've seen the abuse, and I made a commitment a long time ago that I will defend myself always. I said, I'm not ever going to be the abuser. And so I did everything society told me I needed to do to fit in. And I fit in a little bit, and then what I learned is I didn't want to fit into their stupid shit. Like the way they do stuff. And I think my soul knows that, like, there's ways they could be done easier. You know it? Like there's this guy I've been tracking on TikTok. He's in China. Lives they're half time, and his wife's Chinese, so they both have dual. There's no homeless. There's no addicts. There's like none of that, and they got supposedly way more people than we do. I want to see more societies that are embracing people. Like ask people how they want to live and give them the places to live. Because not everybody wants big mansions. I don't want a big house. The bigger the house, the more shit you gotta clean. People get big houses and then they feel compelled to fill them up with a lot of shit. And I realized a long time ago, like, dude, I'm dead. My stuff is all landfill. When I die, everything here is just, nobody wants it. Nobody cares. They already have everything they need, you know? But I knew that I made a commitment a long time ago to take care of Mom, and it's been really hard, and I just can't believe that there are, I mean, with all these people that work at all these agencies, all these people are supposed to, you know, they get paychecked every month. They get to buy all the stuff they own. They own houses, they own cars, they own all this stuff. I guess 17 people just got arrested in, like, Philadelphia, one of those eastern seaboard states, at an old folks home for abuse. They all get paychecks, and they're not doing the work. I gotta stay off social media today. It's one of those days. Because every time it doesn't matter. Every time I see something. I saw that dude Gary died too. He's another one. There's just so much loss. All this loss. These people should not be dying like this. Dr. John. Dr. John, what's his name? Dr. John Campbell. They put out a video 55. Births down. Deaths are up. Yes, this I know. That's why back in 2019, 2020, the beginning, I'm like, they're gonna fucking, they make a sickness, then they're gonna give you the licks. Don't take it, because they gave it to me, the anthrax. Don't take no shots. Don't take no shots. And it fucking fried my brain, and I've been trying to act real hard, acting like I'm okay all the time, and I'm not. Like, I freaking, where I live, they're plumbing all, like, they've had to freaking snake the drain. Like, they got to do it again. They just did it 2 weeks ago. Like, nothing works, right? Like, and then you call, where I live, it's like I call somebody, and then I don't hear back. So I don't know if they got the message. Like, people are just so immersed in their own heads that they don't realize that there's out here. There's a lot of people that can't take care of themselves. So I go to the store to get a couple things today. And there's a lady standing there, and she's standing by the door, and she's not nodding off because she's on drugs. She's nodding off because you can't get a good night's sleep when you're fucking homeless. And so I walk in and I get my cart, and I go back and then I get the calling. My heart gets touched. Go ask her what she wants to eat. So I do. What would you like to eat today? Oh, that's okay. No, anything you want. How about a bagel? Regular bagel? You want, what kind? And she's like, how about one with jalapeno? I said, you like them with jalapeno? And she's like, how about a cheese one? I said, I know they got those cheese ones with jalapenos too. You like those? She's like, yeah, okay. So I go get her. They had two. They had one with jalapeno, and they had some with hatch chilies. Because they care more about the color of fucking chili they eat than other human beings in this state. Because people are just throwaway if you don't do the right things, and if you don't look the right way, and if you don't say the right, you're a throwaway. I'm a throwaway. Mom's a throwaway. That's how I recognize other throwaways. So I go inside and I get some stuff, and I opened my wallet and I said, if there's 2 20s in there, I'm going to go get myself something to eat this morning. If there's 2 20s in there, one's for her and one's for me. And I opened my wallet, and there was 2 20s, and there was a 10 and a couple of ones. I can't spend the ones because I got to use those on water. So I put 120 in my pocket. And the shorts, like, I drop stuff out of my pockets all the time. I'm always dropping stickers. I look down, dropping shit. Like, I need backup in life. I just don't have it of the earthly realms. I got plenty of earth angels though. And so I go to give her the 20, and I'm like, wait, that's the receipt. And then so I'm looking, and I'm like, I dropped the 20. So I see my buddy Fred. He's the guy that gets carts, and I always ask him, how are people doing, Fred? Are they being cool? And he's like, oh God, no. And so I give her, I'm walking around looking for it, and I already committed to giving her some cash, so I gave her cash, and then so I walk up to Fred, and I say, hey Fred, I lost $20. But if you find it, it's yours. And then somebody heard me, Wheezy inside the store heard me say that. And some guy had picked it up and then took it into the store and turned it in. And that made me think of times that I really needed money. And I found money in a store. when I worked at Rite Aid specifically, Watt Martin in Sacramento. Found $10, and I just wanted to buy $10 worth of weed and just like but I found and I did it and there it was, but I turned it in. And so I just like when you do things like that, that's when I find that I've been rewarded, and then I won a contest for selling those stupid balloons for Children's Miracle Network, which incidentally I've never met a kid that had a wish granted from that network, but hey, it collects a lot of money from a lot of stores. It's all money laundering, dude. I fucking swear, America's it's just a money laundering fucking place. So the guy walked out. Weezy came out to give me the $20. She said, "Thank that guy in the hat." And there's two guys in a hat, and I think the wrong one. Then I think the right one. Then I walked up to him and I said, "That's pretty cool that you turned that in." I said, "I think maybe this might belong to you then." And so I let him keep it. Then I got some ice. It filled up the ice to give out to people in the morning, because that's when the homeless are getting up and around early in the morning. They need water, they need to hydrate, start their day. Then they go buy their fucking energy drinks and their soda and their fucking bullshit. But when people don't have better choices, we gotta give people better options. I told Fred, my buddy, hey Cassie, what's up? I told my buddy Fred, because I have this article that I keep it handy. Oh, here's Luna years ago, Mom. Remember when we first got Luna? Yeah. How black her little face was. Back when she'd eat my arms. So, this is why it's so stupid that nobody has. That there's so many people that go out without their basic needs in New Mexico, because they have $64 billion fucking dollars that they don't know what to do with. Get those little plastic Visa cards, put $3 grand on each of them, and go out in the fucking street and hand those out. Because money is just a made-up paradigm. It's just a means that people use to make themselves happy. So why can't we use it to make everybody fucking happy? Because people somewhere, you know what? If it was by intellect, those people would, by my request, if it was seniority with life experience, I would have city council members. I would have presidents of the USA. They would be scrubbing their little fucking gold trinkets they would be the help. See, they would be the little fucking bitches. And the people that have viable skills, if you're a security guard and you live in a place where your crime is really high because your community can't teach people how to act any fucking better, because bad behavior is a personal choice. You can be a scumbag, which is what so many people in New Mexico choose to do. That's just the state I live. There's plenty in California, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, Washington, Oregon, Montana, Wyoming, New Mexico. America's the land of the scumbag. Opportunity. Take. Do whatever you want. Selfish, greedy. And now all the hogs are dying from heart attacks. And I'm supposed to be sad about that. Nope. Free up the space for people. Because I don't even think those are people. Them aliens they're talking about? They don't care about humanity. Society's trying to make me a Medusa, and I don't want to be one. Come on. I'm just trying to keep my personality, I'm just trying to keep that nice smile on my face. While I go out and I'll be like, wow, ain't this some stupid shit? Like, of all the things, of all the ways they could do it, this is what they fucking land on, huh? Oh. Because power, control, dominance, all that fucking limp dick energy, that's what America's based on. Yeah, my brother is a fallen one. See, that's the thing. Well, okay, what if the whites are close to grays, right? But I'm half white, so I'm half gray. And what if the government knows that Caucasians are the fucking lizard people? But I don't care what people are. I care with what people do with what they are. Because I'll say I'm probably half lizard. They probably have a better idea of what I am than I do. And these are other things that are coming out in the storylines. They're called hybrids. People that can do things that other human beings can't do. I am already one of those. I have the ability of telekinesis. I can move objects with my energy field. Everybody can, but they're too busy fucking with their stupid energy drinks, booze, and all that toxicity that they consume, which cuts you off from source. Then you can't do shit. Naturally, you gotta hijack shit by doing weird shit, by fucking slitting the throat of a goat, weird shit like that. Like, if you gotta take the essence of something else to make you bigger, you're fucking doing it wrong. How you doing, Mom?
Hanging in.
I'm looking for something. I'm right there. Okay. I'm gonna teach the world. Haven't done this in a while. Oh, by the way, my straight people like Rainbow 2 t-shirts. I sell them. They're in black and white. I would like to see those on the TikTok. People selling my t-shirts in their TikTok shop. They're embroidered. I should go grab one, huh? Oh, here's the sweatshirt. This is the only this is mine. I don't have sweatshirts, but that's what it looks like on black and white. They're real nice. Oh, the lighter. Here it is. So, Mom and I learned it from watching YouTube videos years ago. And a kid did it with the coconut. And I thought, it's the liquid inside. So balance a lighter, right? Balance it. And it's the liquid inside. And what I do is I meet people and I put the lighter on their hand. So I'm not holding the lighter when I do this. So I show my Margicalness. Okay? Put it on their finger. I got a janky finger. I'm in the janky pinky club. This one, I got stitches from learning a life lesson. So I got a janky pinky. And I see other people with janky pinkies. And then it's just the congruence with the fluid inside. And the people usually tell me, I could feel the fluid inside. Anybody can do this. Go that way. Oh, I'm not showing it. And then go that way. I've done it to people. As one chick I went to high school with, she came and I did it for her. She's a Virgo and she kept moving her hand. And I was like, I say, you can move your hand all you want. You're not stopping me from moving that lighter. You're trying to change the outcome, and that's what fucking Virgos like to do. They like to cheat, make it, stack the deck. That's my experience from my brother, the Virgo. And then I have an older brother, he's a Virgo, and I have a younger sister. Rest in peace, Jessica. Those imbalanced, those people that just do whatever they want, I'm telling you. They're just racing to heaven. Racing to heaven. So try that. Get a lighter or coconut or whatever. Something that has liquid inside. I tried to do it to one for one chick, and she like, dude, this chick freaked out, like started trembling. I think she thought I was like gonna light her on fire. Like, it was weird how that, like, I was like, dude, chill out. Like, whoa. I'm the vet here at the Portland VA Medical Center that needs to be seen, and I think you have a bigger problem than fucking I do. Jesus Christ. It doesn't have to be like this. It never has to be like this. People in America just got out of control with it. It's because they equate power and money, or they equate money with the ability to do with whatever you want. But what we're coming into with this next chapter is like, dude, you can have all the money in the world, but if people don't like you, they don't want your fucking money. I'm not from nobody. No, I'm not from nowhere. I'm from all over the place. I was born into this world, and then we moved around. So, I mean, where have I lived the longest? I have trouble with questions like that. Where did mom evacuate me from her uterus? Technically, I'm an L alien because I was born in San Bernardino. Close to the 35th parallel. And I still live on the 35th parallel. But I've been to the 40th and the 45th and the 50th and the 20th. I've been to a lot of parallels. A lot of latitudes. When you have when you're a broad spectrum, I get that you're from India. I think that's great. I wonder what I worked with the guy at G4S Secured Solutions. He worked at Pakistan. He was from Pakistan, and so he would do like where they would only that Ramadan or whatever that's called. So like he actually told me a lot about that culture. And then he got so bad because his wife is a banker, and she always made more money than him, and so in his culture, like, I don't know, but he should just be happy because he always got his free lunches for life, you know? Like, he got someone to take care of him, finish raising him and their 2 sons, right? America, so many people don't know how to do shit. Like, women okay, you got these, Gen X fucked the world, man, when they had kids, because they felt so bad. It's my generation. I'm glad I didn't have kids. I didn't fucking contribute to this fucking bullshit on planet Earth. It's not my fault. It's every one of you motherfuckers that had a kid and didn't teach him how not to be an asshole, or didn't teach him how to be generous. And he just did everything that little Billy or Mary wanted, and didn't ever teach him how to ever be uncomfortable. So now people are mad because they don't get their way, and they're throwing tantrums as 40, 50, 60-year-olds, right? Because they never learned how to fucking meditate. It's stupid. So you got these Gen Xers that had shitty childhoods, right? But they didn't say, hey, I want to teach my kid everything that they need to know so I can make my role obsolete. They decided to go the other stupid cousin way and do everything for the kids. Because they want to be their kids' friends. Because they want their kids to like them. They want their kids to grow up and buy them stuff too. Right? Then what happens is, these kids start resenting their parents. Because their parents didn't fucking teach them they didn't teach them any value. Like, you just did shit for them. I had the opposite experience. I didn't want anybody to do anything for me. I taught myself how to ride a bicycle when I was a 3-year-old girl. They put training wheels on my bike when they put it together, and I said, "Oh, I was so mad." I marched into the garage. I got my pliers. I took off those training wheels. I said, "No, those for babies. Babies use training wheels. I'm not a baby." I was adamantly against being being vulnerable and weak because of what happened to me when I was a 10-month-old baby. So yes, there's people that do terrible, awful things to 10-month-old babies. You know how they're always, save the kid, save the kid. What do you think happens to those little girls that these things happen to if they grow up? What do you think they turn into? Jenna Jameson? You think they turn into Taylor Swift? Do you think, what do you think happens when people's souls are broken, rearranged, disorganized, because they're disassociated, because some being wanted to do something gross to a baby? There's a safety valve that humans get when your body experiences trauma and it's just too much. You can't take your body, your mind, your spirit. It can't collectively take everything that it's experiencing, so you'll disassociate. Your spirit will go up out of the body. So your body is still having the experience. So it's gonna so anytime that body is around a person that has done something like that, has thought about done something like that, plans to do something like that, because vibration is thoughts. And when someone like me feels what somebody that does something like that feels like, we go out in the grocery store and I can feel people that do that stuff everywhere I go. And they think that they're hiding. They have a smell too. A lot of them have this smell. It's like that smell, like if you don't take your clothes out of if you don't dry your clothes all the way and they're damp, and then it's like that. That's like soul suckers, kid catchers, the nasty of the nasty. That's what they do. The administration of our country. And they don't stop doing it. No. They just pay more to keep their secrets kept. They just bring more people into their inner circle to make them a part of it. So it continues. It doesn't stop. It gets worse. We're seeing more evidence. Like, this should never happen on U.S. soil, and that's all that's been might happen to my mom back in the 1950s. She was taken from her family, put into an orphanage. Terrible things happened to her. That's how I know. That's like she was a part of that, and then all this other stuff. Foster care system. The only reason why I didn't end up in the foster care system is because nobody fucking wanted to do the paperwork to have me placed anywhere. Like, sometimes when Mom was going through her episodes, friends would let me crash at their houses and stuff, but it was always only for a few days. And then I didn't have no place safe to go. So Mom's boyfriends were trying to kill me and stuff like that. There's no system in place to protect people from things like that. Yet, I see all these guys walk around with guns. Dude, I've been bullied by fucking police too. They don't fucking come when I need them. They fucking come when I don't want them there. Like they're there to just I fucking can't stand police, man. They're the second lowest test scores on the military entrance exam. It's like one person, consider it like this, every cop that has gone this route. There's a dude that I had the misfortune of crossing paths with some years ago. His name's Bobby Coyle. Bob Coyle. Dude's named Robert, dude. They're all fucking They're all mediocre at best. Like, you could strive for greatness, but all you will ever be is mediocre at best. Because that's the parents. It's parents making mediocre people. They name them fucking Robert. It's not me. Blame the parents. I didn't make them name him fucking Robert. So Bobby Coyle, he was an AA speaker, and he would go around and talk about how his childhood was a bullshit. And then he would find the foxiest, youngest chick that he could pull, and then invite him into his hotel room at night, because in AA, and you're a circuit speaker, they pay to fly you out, they pay for your lodging, they give, have someone take you around, so you can fucking be a lech to fucking 21-year-old girls when you're over 40. It's fucking gross. That's AA. And I was I'm like, dude, that's gross. I'm like, Margie, it's our arranged marriages, and don't even dispute it. Blah. Cornhusker Roundup, Omaha AA bullshit. Brr. So this dude, it was so, like, these are what people looked up to. But he's a dime a dozen. Because there's a gazillion Bobby Coyles. Every fucking scumbag, douche that used to, like, bully people, like, that stuff. They used to use the military. Like, you either go to the military or you go to jail. Okay? So they would pick military. And they would do their shortest little stint that they could. So they would say, I'm going to do 2 years. I'm going to do, what do you want to be? Okay, we got to take the test. He takes the test. Well, they're not very smart. So you only have to score a 37. I said, what's the lowest test score? Like, what's the lowest you can get? 36. I said, were the police the lowest test? So no, it's services. It's not police. They're the second lowest test score. So when you have fucking stupid people with guns in society, because they do their 2 years, and then they go back home. So now they're honorable. They did the military service. They served their country. So they get on at the cop shop. My cousin did this. It's a big part of what America is. And so you have assholes with guns designating who the bad guys are. Yeah. And that one dude, he's in charge of a fucking, like, I don't know. Last I saw years, it was unions. And unions are just to fucking protect assholes too. Because none of these things have ever been in position to make my life better. They don't exist. Governments don't exist to make anything comfortable for me. None of this, think about all the all the entertainer, none of that does anything to make anybody's lives better except for the people that are doing it. And that is an imbalance. So we're still in. I don't know. I used to think that things were going to get better, and I just don't think that things are going to get better. I just think that people are going to get better at being more uncomfortable, or more comfortable in uncomfortable situations. It's just bizarre what this world has turned into. And I let it, because I was just no, no, they got to be trusted to do the right thing. They got to be, you got to trust people to do the right thing. And you can't do that in America. Because America doesn't do the right things. America is renowned for killing people in places it doesn't belong, and then it creates companies like Raytheon and Northrop Grumman and all these stupid bullshit, so people can sit around and think about how they could fucking wipe people off the face of the earth. That's not what God intended. It is absolutely not what God intended. There's a lot of people, I know people act like that because they're scared. I get it. I mean, I'm scared because I got freaking, I got 3 other lives to think about, that I don't want to suffer. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want them to be uncomfortable, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. I like electricity. I like amenities. I like air conditioning when it's hot. I like to be warm when it's cold. I think that there's more other people a lot more people in this country that like those things too, and they deserve to have it. The only reason why they don't is that they fucking were born into an environment where whatever environment they were born into decided for whatever reason, you're on your fucking own. Good luck out there. And there's a lot of competition, so good luck getting what you want when there's so many fucking Nepo kids. Like why should anybody, there's only so many positions, there's only so many seats at the tables where people are making decisions, and why should anybody bother trying to go with any viable ideas, try to get in those seats? Why would they even bother? Because elections are bullshit, elections are lie. I've known that since the 90s. So it's just a contrived reality. And you have to go along with it. And if you don't go along with it, they'll lock you up like a rat in a cage. Or if you get mad, you can't feed your kids, so you go steal food from the grocery store, because food is for no apparent reason, just because people like it that way. They just want to raise the prices because they can. People do whatever they can because they want to. That's how it works. They could take a loss sometimes and bring prices down. They don't do that. It's your loss. They always say it's nothing personal. Oh, it's personal. They intentionally don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. It's just that could be anybody that you cross paths with. Like you're driving down the road, you get a flat tire. How many people pass you by before you get help? Well, I guess if you learn how to change the flat tire, you don't have to worry about anybody stopping. I became painfully self-sufficient because I was aware from such a young age that people get paid. They'll pay themselves. They'll buy $80,000 trucks because they got to do the job. They need it to do that job. How many fires are burning while men and women have big expensive trucks that they needed to do that job, but the jobs they're not really getting done because I don't even think they fight fires. I think it's just like for show. I think they just just let it burn until it dies. It's population of the fittest. Just, get it out. Just, we could build a new railroad, or we'll develop something. We'll do something stupid. Because that's what power does. It puts the wrong people in charge. People should be in charge that are... Never mind. I'm not going to stay home. Anyway. So there's a lot of... You got to be careful because there's a lot of people out there. They look okay. But I got a whole fucking... my story on my TikTok is just reels of fucking people just coming unhinged. Just people, they don't have any emotional control. And what's worse is they don't have faith. They don't have faith that it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay ultimately one day when I take my last breath. I know then it'll be okay. Because death isn't what people got to be fucking worried about. Where I live, if people don't like you in Taos, they'll just disappear you. They'll cut you up and hack you up into pieces and throw you on the side of the road. That's how they do it in Taos. They'll take you up off the side of the road. They want your car, they'll hijack it. They don't like you, they'll ram you. They want to injure you, they'll shoot you. That's not a real intellectual way to go about living. And you got generations that let little Hito do whatever they want. Because, oh God, you don't want them to come back and do something shitty to you. The scumbags are protected. 2 places I lived here. One place I had to move because the woman's son was getting out of prison. He got out of prison for 3 months. Until he got so fucked up on drugs, out of his mind, he shot his own fucking cousin. That's how they do it. That's how it's done. That's what they have pride for. Like, it's a joke in Albuquerque. It's just the level of the lack of reverence for life in this state is like a joke. It's like, it's weird. It is definitely the last place state. Number 1 in greed. First in selfishness. $62 billion. And you have people who are rotting, your constituents, rotting in the streets. Flesh. That's a new thing. That didn't happen as much when I was younger. Now there's freaking homeless people everywhere. Limbs cut off because they're getting gangrene and stuff from their needles, or they get a cut and they get, they're not washing it, they don't soak it. Just so many things. Being a human is dirty business. It don't gotta be dirty. But people don't like to do the stinky, nasty, dirty work. And they don't pay people enough to do that work. So pay them $30 an hour and freaking give them tools that they need to make it less shitty. And then more people will want to do the work that nobody wants to do. I just can't believe that there's so many controllers that are just like, no, we can't do that because it makes sense. We can't do that. We can't help people. We want people to suffer. We want people to be in bad shape. We don't want to give people, like, what is that? The world is created by how we are inside. That's why I'm trying to stay so, I don't want to turn into a Medusa because I don't want the world around me to get worse. But every time I go out, I see just stupid cousin shit. Like, God, man, of all the ways to do that, this is what they choose. This is what they land on. That's alright. They're just learning their lessons too, huh, Ma? Did you learn your life lessons, Ma? Are you done learning life lessons? No, you gotta just put up with my ass. Wanna wave? Wanna wave? Now people are they're threatening, they're instilling the fear of putting people out on the streets. They're in old folks' homes and stuff like that. That's why I just was just like, Mom, we're just gonna stay together because I don't ever want to be in a position where I gotta scramble and figure out what to do. So we'll just stay together, and that's what we've done. But it has not been easy. It is hard for me to do the same. It's hard. Same is hard for me. Like even anyway. Hey, I got a lot better than so many other people. Oh my gosh. Some people on the internet. Oh my God. Like, oh. But I've had periods like that where it's just like one thing after another. Are you getting hot? Look at Tucker down there. Being all cute. You're so cute. It's a morning. I need a mood, Mom. There's a honey bear. I'll turn off the cooler. Good boy talks. I was going to take Mom out for a ride today, but it's hot, and I feel like shit. I really feel like crap. So I think I'm going to listen to some audio books on tape. Huh? Yeah, just to kind of not focus on the plumbing that's... I'm never plunging that toilet ever again. The fucking maintenance guy can come do it. After what happened the one time that I did, fuck all of that. So he could just come and do his little, little snake thing. And then, yeah. Anyway. I'm so grateful I don't have to go to work no more. Fucking hey, dude. At least I did for years. I worked for 25, 30 years. I don't know. I never understood that when I was little. It's like, okay, people live to be 70, 80 years old. They go to school for 12 years, and then they work for 20, 25. Then what do? They just sit around? No, they work for like 40 or 50 years because we have to pay for bullshit done in places that are none of our business. And those are the stories that I am happy to contribute to absolving. So I think that's about all I got for now. Careful of those people that look okay. There's a lot of them out there. But then there's plenty of people, they don't look okay. They don't look okay. They're clearly not okay. Because they don't look okay. But for the ones that, like, because Mom has always looked okay. She looks great. Huh, Mom? She just don't know what day, hasn't known what day it is in 15 years. She don't know where the bathroom is. It's right there. She doesn't, like, if she doesn't compute being thirsty or hungry, so she'll sit here for 8 hours and she won't. That's just, people deserve better than that, right? I'm sure of it. Because there's a lot of people that have had terrible things. They're just a victim of circumstance. Look at Luna back there. She's so cute. She's in the mood. You in the mood? Where'd you go? Oh. This is I'm gagging and choking. So for those folks that are in this chapter of losing things that you care about, I can relate. I have lost things too. And it's just, you know, love them while you got them. Treat things good. Don't be scared that you know. I'm talking to me now. Is I just want to step with your best foot forward. The one that's least fearful. Keep doing that and things will usually be okay. It's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Luna, you gagging?